Welcome back, football fam. We're about to talk about these NFL free agents, the top available guys, where they could land. Just gonna go over a few names, some premium positions in the quarterbacks. We got a special guest. Y'all asked for him back. Here he is. We got Lou. Lou, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. Ready to jump into it.
Dang,
I'm glad you're here. Can't wait to hear your opinion of some of these guys. And Ty, you ready to start this thing off?
I'm ready, man.
All right, man. Let's get it started with the top name on the list. Kenneth Walker, that boy K9. Y'all thoughts on Kenneth Walker and where he could be landing this free agent period?
I heard a rumor about him possibly Giants being interested in him. I think I heard it on one of these sports channels. Not sure, but that would be interesting to me. Form maybe a tandem with him and the guy that's coming off injury. The rookie.
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo, yeah, Scatterboo. I think that would be if that would be I guess Scatterboo is on a rookie contract, ain't costing much. It'll be a pretty physical group, uh, you know, a pretty pretty good 1-2 punch if they could pull it off. Then Giants should have some money available with the quarterback being on a rookie deal, and then with him being a running threat as well. I mean with him being that explosive, I wouldn't mind that at all.
You think he's a giant?
I said I heard a rumor that they were interested, so I don't, I can't substantiate it, like but I just thought it was interesting, Then you got like a triple threat coming out the backfield.
I can see what you're saying.
Uh huh.
Tyler, what you got for me?
Yeah, I think Kenneth Walker's gonna go back to Seattle. Like I can't see him leaving Seattle. I can't see them letting him leave. But I think because think about it, if you go to if there's rumor that the Chiefs want him, he goes to the Chiefs. It's not a guarantee they're gonna win many games next season because Patrick Mahomes is gonna be out probably the whole season. So I think that he stays with Seattle.
I probably, I actually think he's leaving Seattle. I don't know where he lands, but I think the fact that letting him test the market lets you know that they're not fully invested in him. We're talking for somewhere between 15 to $20 million a year. That's a lot for a running back. If they wanted to give it to him, they would have put the franchise tag on him. They chose not to. The fact that they let him test the market lets me know they're willing to let him go. And I think the only team that's really that even makes sense to that's on this list is the Chiefs because he's probably gonna want to go to a contender. Uh, I mean, he's gonna want to be the premier back, and I don't think he will get that at any of these other teams. Like the Jets aren't gonna be contending. Cardinals aren't going to be contending. Seattle's going to lose. Giants, I think they're way off from being a contender as well, based on what we saw last year. So I think out of the teams mentioned, I think the Chiefs make the most sense. Could there possibly be another team in the mix? I don't think so. I think it's Chiefs or bust for him right now, in my opinion. I think the market's probably bigger for a guy like Travis Etienne. I think he's probably the bigger option for a lot of teams out there. Any rebuttal?
Yeah, but one thing about that is it's the Chiefs aren't gonna pay him $15 million. I tell you that right now. So that's why I think with Charbonnet being out the season next year, I think he does go back to Seattle. That's like really my only way of thinking about it because Charbonnet's hurt.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with running that thing back now. So
I've I feel like it ain't either. I feel like I think it's his best option. I just think the fact that they're willing to let him test the market, he might go somewhere else. But
And then him
if
being
I'm
a
him, I'll find a way to make the thing work for Seattle.
well, and then him testing the market, I think they're saying, hey, you're not going to get as much money as we're going to give you, so go ahead and try it.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's move on to the next guy. Let's get your opinions on Mr. Max Crosby of the Raiders. This is kind of be more of like a trade situation. I would like to add another team to the list. There has been rumors that the Philadelphia Eagles are willing to trade Jalen Carter for Max Crosby. in an additional draft pick. I think from the Eagles side, Crosby on a $30 million a year contract coming this next year. You guys thoughts on where he could land?
Well, it's actually breaking news right now. If you look at your phone, you will see that Crosby has just got traded to the Ravens for 2026 and 2027 first round picks.
So can I say
That's
this? Can I
crazy.
say this real quick? I guess
Go
Marcus. I
ahead.
guess this means the Ravens aren't drafting Jordan Tyson, Makai Lemon, or Cordell Tate.
I mean, I guess it's yeah. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it at my phone now. Max Crosby to the Ravens. I got the alert. It's 7:03 actually.
Let me
So,
okay, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Does Max Crosby actually put the Ravens over the hump?
Hmm.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
They got so
Um,
many. They got, go ahead, Lou. I'll let you go first.
I'm sorry. Man, y'all remember when Jason, what's his name? Jason that was in Miami for all them years. Then he turned around and went to Washington. I can't remember Jason's name, but
Jason
he wasn't
Taylor.
what he was.
Jason Taylor.
Uh, Jason Taylor, that's him.
Okay.
In his Hall of Fame speech, he thanked Washington for giving him that money because he knew he wasn't what he once was. So I think Crosby, I mean, you got to be careful when you get these cats that's kind of long. But Crosby is still dominant. I'm happy to see him with the contender. But you know, when them guys get up there and get the mileages, man, it's it's always a roll of the dice. How old is Crosby?
30.
He's 29.
Well, 29, 30
I
to
think
30.
he's still in his. I think he's still pretty much in his prime.
Yeah, he
You
had a
know,
strong year last year.
it's hard to see that though with that team.
I think Crosby's a little overrated in my opinion because we did play him twice a year, so I did see him twice a year, and maybe it's because he went against Joe Alt or Rashawn Slater. So I think against the best tackles, he doesn't always look great. But the Ravens did address a need in pass rusher, so I mean, if they think he's worth the first round pick, I mean, okay, but I don't think he is.
Uh, I would like to throw out there, Max Crosby. He had an all pro type year. I think he almost had double digit sacks. He had 6 pass breakups, over 40 quarterback hurries. Uh, he has interceptions, a lot of forced fumbles. He's a playmaker. Is he worth 2 first round picks? If he's 30 at the start of the season, that's a big ask. $30 million a year is another big ask. Um,
I mean,
I,
so he
I, I don't know. I couldn't do it.
I could do it.
so he the
But
Mikael Bridges of the NFL right now.
He ain't that bad.
I'm not gonna go there.
What the Knicks give up? 5 first round?
6 first round picks.
You see what I'm saying? No. Well, no. I feel you though. I mean, I guess we'll see. But I'm like you. I mean, the price they paying, I don't know. That's a lot to give up. But I understand why they doing it because you all in. This is the prime of Lamar Jackson career. You can't really afford to waste it. But that defense was trash last year
And
for sure.
I'll end with this before we move on. I'm this last thing we can move on. The Chiefs' biggest need to me was receiver and corner. Rams just traded for Trent McDuffie and gave up pretty much kind of nothing for an All Pro corner. So I think this is a bad look.
If they try to keep up with the Chiefs, this is bad. This is bad. I mean, trying to keep with the Rams, this is a bad move. Cause yeah, I don't know. I like Max Crosby. Don't get me wrong. I think they got bigger needs.
Like
Me personally,
like receiver and corner.
receiver and offensive line mainly.
Now they get to miss out on three premier offensive linemen in the first round. So
But interesting. We'll see how it plans out. Can't wait to do a mock draft now. So Raiders are gonna be picking at what 1 in 14 now. So that's gonna be interesting.
yeah,
They can get
I got an idea, but I'm gonna save it for the mock draft.
Yeah, save it. Sit on it, man. Don't forget. All right, let's move on to the next guy on our list. Kyler Murray has not officially been cut yet, but it is a done deal. He will not be in the Arizona Cardinals next year. He has personally said he would like to play for the Vikings. I heard the Steelers could be interested if they don't get Aaron Rodgers back. There's also the Jets, but the Jets have a lot of dead money cap tied up in the quarterback position. Chiefs
I
on a
saw it
1 year
today.
renter.
I saw it today
A
that
one,
rumored Chiefs might be interested in Kyler Murray.
okay, talk about it.
Let's say this: Kyler Murray, he's getting his fully guaranteed from the Cardinals, so he can play on a minimum veteran deal and still get his money from Arizona. So you don't have to pay him a lot of money because he's still getting paid from somewhere else. Patrick Mahomes is out for the year potentially. You go get Kyler Murray. Did your offense miss a beat with Kyler Murray back there?
Probably not. Probably not as much as you would think.
Exactly. And you get you a receiver because we know their biggest need is a receiver and running back. So you get K9, you get Kyler Murray, you still got a chance to win that division.
Who you
I
got
like.
anything?
I don't necessarily know if I like him with the Chiefs for the simple fact that's gonna always be Patrick Mahomes team, and
1 year
then
deal.
um, huh?
So 1 year
And
deal.
then we say one year deal. Uh, I just feel like he can go and jumpstart his career in Minnesota. Me personally, because I don't feel like that guy has none of the athletic ability that Kyler possess. Not the not legs, not arm, none of that. He can go, and with the coaching, I mean, I still think that's a really good coach there. Then you throwing the ball to Jefferson. I'm like, I don't know. I just think that Jefferson deserves somebody that can get him the ball and get it to him. And I just think the dynamic that he's still a pretty dynamic athlete. The only thing that concerns me maybe more so is his ability to stay healthy. Because if he can't stay healthy, then that's more of the same, more of the same injury in Minnesota at the quarterback position. So, but I just feel like I really don't think that Kansas City, I personally think Patrick Mahomes with his competitive drive, like he's somewhere probably working out now. You know what I'm saying? Getting rehabbing and getting ready. So I think he'll probably be ready maybe no more than maybe the third or fourth game of the season that he would miss. I think he that aggressive about his approach. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Kyler Murray goes to the Chiefs because if it doesn't look good, then his price that's probably much a done deal for him. So I don't think he should risk that because it's always going to be, compared to what it would look like if Patrick Mahomes was there, whether he's ready or not. I wouldn't do it if I was him. Uh, I think Minnesota makes the most sense. I already have built-in weapons. Offensive line still a work in progress. Steelers offensive line is trash. Jets offensive line probably the best one out of the bunch, but they don't have any weapons to pass to on the opposite side of the ball, so that's that issue. So it's really coming down to the Vikings, Jets, or Dolphins if the Dolphins want to do a tour for Kyler Murray type of trade. Uh,
Two have been cut.
with Tua, yeah, Tua's been cut. So, but how would they? I mean, Tua hasn't officially been cut yet. I don't think to June 1st. The same with Kyler Murray. But
Hmm.
I, out of the teams listed, I'll probably go Vikings.
I mean,
Just
I think he's going to the Vikings, but I put the Chiefs on there because I could see why they would do it.
I can't see why Kyler Murray would do it though. Want to do it? That's my thing. Because those weapons aren't that good. Isaiah Pachenko, he's gone. Uh, Travis Kelsey is washed, dare I say?
Like fresh
Hollywood
linens.
Brown on receiver. You got Xavier Worthy, but is he gonna be the number one? Is he? I mean, that's basically it in the passing game. Rice is gonna miss some time again, so
Yep.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't risk it. You gotta get if you Kyler Murray, you gotta make the right decision. You gotta take your time and think this thing through. Uh, I would probably see what the Dolphins had to offer,
Hmm.
and if I couldn't get in Minnesota,
Yeah, A-Chain Waddle, you can't go wrong with that.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Brees Hall up there. I really like that guy. So Tyler Murray, put that ball in his stomach, then turn around, and you couldn't really tell whether Kyler was gonna keep it or if the guy, man, that would really put the defense in the bind with those two, with that athletic ability, trying to get out on the edge. But that's, I guess, wishful thinking. I guess if he wind up with the Jets, but you know how I feel about the Jets. You're a quarterback, you stay away from the Jets at all costs.
The Jets are still paying, I think, like 4 quarterbacks.
They
So
are.
it's a lot of money tied into the position.
That's like $80
The
million.
guys they got cut. Yeah, so like just add Kyler Murray to the list. Moving on to another person on the list, we got Mr. Mike Evans. He had put out criteria, said he wants to go to a team with a quarterback he believes in, offense that he can get touches, and a contender, basically. So you see the Ravens on the list. Are they still in the running for a guy like Mike Evans? I don't know. Tyler, you know how much Mike Evans wants?
Yeah, he hasn't said what he wanted yet, but I'm assuming his premier wide receiver pay for a 33-year-old.
You think he gives a discount to a team that's, a top contender?
Well, I'm gonna say this. Oh, I'm gonna ask you this: did his criteria? Do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers not make the criteria?
I think Tampa Bay is perfect for his criteria. I think they were. I mean, the injuries would derail them.
Exactly.
In my opinion.
Exactly. So
he was part of them injuries.
It's true.
So why put the criteria out if your team your own meet the criteria?
He's just trying to leverage them for money, man. I can't see Mike outside of Tampa, man. I think
can.
You can see him outside of there.
I mean, he had a Super Bowl ring. What else? I mean, yeah, he wants to get
Yeah,
paid.
that's true. I forgot about that. He was with Brady. Well, okay.
Yeah,
But
you got to
that
make
money,
a
man.
Ibuka essentially taking your spot if we're being real.
But see, sometimes them cats don't look the same on the outside of these teams. Like the guy with the Chargers that went to the Bears for a year. Awesome, really good wide receiver. Although he was long in the age, he was up there, but he had to go back to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Does he get the same kind of deal that Keenan Allen got last year?
Well, Keenan Allen took a hometown discount.
Okay. So we think Mike Evans take a discount and go back to the Bucs?
No.
Really?
I don't think he
He's
does.
been there his whole career. He knows everybody in that building, I'm pretty sure.
Then why not resign?
So, I think he does.
He could have been did. That's what I'm saying. He could have been did it. Do you think he had a problem with Emeka Ibuka?
You don't think he want to play second fiddle to Ibuka?
Because let's be honest, you got Mike Evans and Ibuka. Who the number one?
Emeka Ibuka. It's gold jacket Ibuka right there.
And you think Evans could feel some type of way about that?
Nah, I don't think he's that type of player.
We don't know, but this is me speculating.
I think he's a high character guy. Lewis, your opinion on that?
Oh, Mike Evans. I think I don't think he got a big ego, but what I'm saying, at the same time, he's a wide receiver now. That's part of what comes with being a wide receiver. But I don't think at this stage of his career he got anything left to prove as far as ego wise. I think he really want to go somewhere where he can get targeted and be a part of a contender. Like I don't think he really. Some of it I think is a little fluff or leverage. They always gonna leverage a little bit and try to get that money up. But I would like to see him back in Tampa.
Mention this: 3 years, $36 million to any other team other than the Bucs. Would you do it?
For Mike, $13 million a year for Mike Evans, yeah. Especially since Alec Pierce wants like $30 million, so yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Was that like 12?
It's like $12 million a year. I think it's a discount. I think it's a steal for Mike Evans. Me personally.
Let me ask you this, Marcus. You're the Titans fan. You heard speculation of the Titans won't know. What would you give him? If the Titans, what you offering him?
Did he? I mean, the Titans got close to $100 million in cap space, so they can afford to overpay.
That's true.
So, I mean, but if he wants to come, ask him what he wants. I mean, if he wants $20 million a year, go okay. I give you 1 year, $20 million deal. See what it look like.
Mhm. He'll be
It's,
back in Tampa. He'll be back in Tampa the year after that.
probably so, but we just we need somebody there. If on the Titans, we need somebody there to be a filler to show these other guys how to properly get it done, how to properly be a professional wide receiver in this league,
Yep.
longevity like Mike Evans has, how to train like Mike Evans, carry themselves like Mike Evans. No,
I know what you
that,
mean. I got you.
yeah.
That makes sense.
I want a guy like that in the locker room, even if it's for 1 year from the
Yeah.
Titans.
He can help
Oh
Cam.
yeah.
He can help Cam Ward out too.
Yeah, if I'm the Packers, I want him. That means the Bucks ain't got him, So
That's true.
if on the Ravens, you need somebody desperately on the other side of not even on the other side, but someone other than
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
Yep, I
Yeah.
agree.
Broncos, I don't think that works. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't think that's a good fit for him.
I don't think it's a good fit, but I saw speculation about it, and it made me think of his criteria. And if you want Sean Payton, he's done more or less, you could say. So
Is he getting a bunch of targets on the Broncos though?
I think so.
Are they gonna be on target?
There you go. Because he gonna have to go get it, in my opinion.
It's gonna be some scramble drills.
All right. So before we move on from Mike Evans, take the Bucks off the list. Lewis, what teams you going for?
With the Bucks off,
Bucks off.
I like what you said about Tennessee as far as him being that leader to sort of get the locker room and the young guys and teach them how to be professionals.
Ty?
I think it's Tennessee. No matter the criteria, his list is money wise. It's Tennessee.
So I guess you both assuming he believes in Cam Ward then.
I think it's all money. It's all about money.
He believes in.
It's all about money for me.
Show me the money.
It's all about money.
I would say, I mean, the Max Crosby trade kind of throws things off, but maybe the Ravens. But hey, I would not mind seeing this guy in Tennessee. Me personally, it really depends on what the Ravens can afford to give him. I think if the Ravens really want him, because I think they need to go all in with Lamar Jackson right now.
Yeah.
Especially because they want to give him an extension. If they don't go all in now, he might not extend.
There you go. Next guy on the list, everybody's favorite quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Lewis, we'll let you start. Your thoughts on Tua and where he could possibly end up.
You gonna hit me with a hard one, huh? I think he gonna go to. I don't know, man. That's Jets.
You said you took some notes.
I ain't take no notes on Tua. I was hoping he got out the league. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Tua just a weird. He kind of hard for me to get a read on. And the thing that concerns about me is two major concerns about me. One, he is super. He ain't. If he take a hit, that could be it. Then two, that his arm look like it done got weak about a year. Like, yeah. So I'm like, man, I ain't stuff going on with him. I ain't seen before, man. Like that, he just come with very unique circumstances. So he gonna be hard to cover up. You gonna have to have some, man. I don't know. He might can go up there to Pittsburgh and try to do that short yardage stuff like Aaron Rodgers doing, but he ain't stretching no field, man.
Are you thinking Tua's gonna be a starter next year? I mean,
I'm not.
He could be.
I'm not.
He's a backup. I think he's a backup from this point forward. Could he? I mean, what team needs a backup? I can't see him being a starter. Like
the Packers.
I'd rather see the team go get Geno again, get Geno another shot. Malik Willis is a guy who's going to end up on the team. I think he's going to be starting somewhere.
He replacing Tua, in my opinion. But we can get to him, I guess after.
We get to him shortly.
I
I
think
think I would probably give a guy like Marcus Mariota another shot before I give Tua a shot.
Tua backs
Jameis
up
Winston,
Jordan Love.
like that. I'm kind of out on Tua, me personally. Tua going to the Browns would be the most Browns thing ever. So whenever it don't make sense, the Browns do it. So I wouldn't rule it out. Minnesota, I don't think he fixes any problems they have at quarterback because him and JJ McCarthy's kind of the same thing right now. Neither one of them can stay on the field. Jets wouldn't do it at all. They need a franchise quarterback. Cardinals, I think they go another route. Falcons maybe to back up Michael Penix if they decide to get rid of Kirk Cousins.
He's
Which was the
they
rumor.
already cut Kirk.
Okay, we'll see. There you go. Well, I'd rather give Kirk Cousins a shot before I go give Tua a shot.
We saw what Kirk did at the end of the year. So
Kirk did look good at the end of the year, man. Like he that team looked like it would have made the playoff if he would have starting before the end of the season. So
if I'm the Falcons, I probably wouldn't cutting Kirk Cousins, me personally.
yeah, you gonna cut him that amount of money you paying him? Yeah, man, that man make a lot of money. That's a lot. You want to cut him?
I wouldn't have cut him. I would have had an open quarterback competition.
He's the starter to me. I don't believe Michael Penix.
I have some ideas about that position in Atlanta, but I guess we can cover that when we start talking about more free agent quarterbacks.
Okay. We'll get to that toward the end of the video then.
Okay.
So, any predictions on what Tua can possibly land, and what is his price? Give me a price.
Veteran minimum.
I don't know. It's like that's what I'm saying. He got too many things working against him. He undersized, not a strong arm, aging, losing athleticism, injury prone, and a concussion away from. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who take that liability?
Could he back up Jalen Daniels in DC?
I think they still love what's his name? Sam. What's his name?
Mariota was there. Marcus Mariota was there.
But is Mariota a free agent?
Yeah.
So
Mariota is a free agent.
So I think Sam Hartman's still on the team. So I think they love him.
I don't know. That's the hardest question I've never been asked on this on here with y'all, man. Where could Tua go?
Could he possibly go to the Colts? Technically, they don't have Indiana Jones right now. Technically,
they didn't put like for 30, maybe like 38 million.
Oh, that's right. The transaction.
Yeah, that's it.
But he's gonna miss. I think he missed the season.
What'd you say?
I think he misses the season.
I don't think he's missed the whole season.
Not the whole season, but he's not gonna be ready till about November or October.
I don't know. I think he might be back for that. We'll see. I mean, it's different for a quarterback because he don't need that same kind of athletic ability as the wide receiver and all that. So,
yeah,
as long as he can stand on it,
I mean,
we'll see.
If Phillip Rivers could do it, I think he could do it.
See, I was just about to talk about him, and as far as with that transition there, he was gonna be on there. We started talking about him already with Tua. Tua causing all kinds of problems. He got us all discombobulated.
So we basically Tua is gonna be sitting in free agent when somebody calls. I know what y'all saying.
Yep.
He going to the CFL.
Now it sounds like he's gonna be on the Browns.
That's the CFL.
Tyler Lindenbaum. Now the Chargers did sign Tyler Biadasz to a 3-year, $30 million deal. It's rumored that Lindenbaum wants $25 million a year. That's a lot. 1, is he worth it? 2, he can afford to pay it. And 3, where does he go?
I'm gonna take it over for right now, real quick. I made this before the Bears traded for what's his name, Gary Jarrett, the Patriots center. So if y'all didn't see, the Bears did trade for the center from the Patriots. So I made this before that. But Tyler Lindenbaum does want $25 million a year, And before I ask you guys where should he go, remember this stat. He was ranked 30th in run blocking.
That was this year. He had the injuries this year too, though, right?
I didn't realize he was injured this year.
Oh, well, maybe I know he opened up a lot of holes on Lamar Jackson when he was running.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the main guy Lamar would run behind when he would run up the middle. So I gotta give him credit on that. I didn't know he ranked 30th among starting centers. That's kind of crazy. Let me see what happened there.
How much is the dude that's number one asking for then?
He retired.
Oh, okay. Oh man. I don't know much about him, so I can't really speak about him in a very educated way. But I know if you ranking, that's a tall ass for somebody that's 30th of anything. You 30th, you 125.
He is a multiple time All Pro.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think he's one of the best centers in the league. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
I have to look. The Ravens were a miss this year, so
they weren't very effective. But I'm not sure, so I really don't have very much to say about that guy.
I think the Lions should
I
do it.
hope he's working.
I'll open it up. I would say Cleveland is replacing 5 starters on the offensive line, so I can see them going out there to get a guy. I think they can afford to give it to him. You got the Raiders, Las Vegas, a team. You saw how bad the offensive line was. They're about to draft a franchise quarterback. I think they will want to put some protection in front of him, so I can see them giving Tyler Linderbaum the money. But I think the Ravens need to find a way to give him the money as well. You don't want to lose that guy. If you're going all in, you got to figure it out how to get Linderbaum back. $25 million is a lot of money, but I think they can probably figure that out. I want to throw in the Titans as well because they need a center. They cut Lloyd Cushenberry.
Mm-hmm.
And they can use a center. And I think they want some veteran leader. They said they wanted veteran leadership on their offensive line. And I think that's a guy they could look into. Like I said, they got close to $100 million in cap space. If they miss out on the Mike Evans, Tyler Linderbaum should probably be the next guy they call, in my opinion, and help booster that offensive line. They look pretty good on the second half of the year, but could be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Lions too, just because they're replacing 3 more offensive linemen as well. So I think the Lions should think about it as well.
I think that probably sound like the best fit so far to me because they ready-made contenders.
I agree with that. I think they got, I really like their skill position players. So anything that can buy the quarterback more time or help open up holes for that dynamic running back they got up there, man. That's just all. That'll be very good for them because.
So we got a prediction. Tyler, you want to tell us where he ends up?
I think he ends up with the Lions.
Lions. Lewis, you gonna stick with the Lions too?
I would like to see him there, but like you said, any of those teams that, for us, whether it be Vegas or Cleveland, they really need a veteran guy that's can sort of help those young quarterbacks identify blitz and just a good center does a lot more than just block. They sort of galvanize the offensive line and they help those young quarterbacks get settled in so they can optimize their ability to play quicker.
They call them the blocking assignments and stuff like that. You kind of need that. You need a guy like that, a veteran guy, especially when you work with a rookie quarterback. I think, or a young quarterback.
Right.
I'm gonna say Raiders try to figure this thing out. I think they believe in Fernando Mendoza because I haven't heard no whispers of them going any other way than Fernando Mendoza in the draft in the first round. So I think they're pretty tunnel vision on Mendoza. So I think they want to put the best talent they can around him. They got a guy like Ashton Jeanty that can't get it done up the middle because they can't get a push. And I think Tyler Linderbaum will be a guy you can put in there and help Jeanty get a push up the middle. So, yeah, Raiders. I'm gonna say them. I'm gonna say they're gonna give him a call. Does he get $25 million a year? I don't think so.
Nope.
You better not.
Yeah, I think $25 million is a stretch. He'd be lucky to get 20. I think. He'll get his money though. He'll get some kind of money.
Mm.
This is gonna be a tough one. Tyreek Hill. What does he have left? Where could he go? Lewis, I'll let you start us off. Tyreek Hill.
I ain't gonna lie. I love for them to see him back in Kansas City, but he better still be the cheater now. You you can't go up there and be no bobcat or anything other. Anything. Coming out that injury. And when those lower extremity injuries, when you were explosive, dynamic athlete, what I'm saying, and he aging, them a lot of factors now. At some point, New England let Randy Moss go. So, I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know what he has left, but I would love to see him in Kansas City. If he got anything left, I would love to see him back in Kansas City. Y'all
He-
ready? Go ahead.
Tyler, is he ready for the beginning of the year?
No, I don't think he is.
And he was 31 this year, right?
He had 3 surgeries on his knee. I think he takes the year off, honestly, but he might sign like later in the season because we've seen players do that before too. So
You think the Texans give him a shot?
they got Tank Dell, Nico Collins.
Is Tank Dell coming back?
Tank Dell, he said he's gonna be ready for the start of the season.
Okay. What about Jaguars?
If we're being honest, I don't trust the Jaguars with nothing right now. They trading away the best player on the team.
They haven't done it yet, so I don't know if you could. Well, the best weapon on the team, we'll say that. But
I
I don't think
think
the Rams do.
I
I
think
don't
with
think the
Tyreek Hill,
Chargers.
I put the Chargers just simply because he knows Mike McDaniel, and Mike McDaniel he had an All Pro season. So if he wants to get back to what he was, we know Justin Herbert can throw the deep ball. Why not try it out on a small deal because he's still getting paid from the Dolphins? So
I lean Chiefs.
I mean, I see the Chiefs more than anything.
Yeah. Lewis, you think? What you think?
Oh yeah, I think that was my first thought. That's why I said I love to see him with Kansas City. See if he's still the cheater.
He the wounded cheater. He the wounded cheater right now. We don't know what kind of speed he got.
Can't
That
be
was
no bobcat or no leopard or nothing. He better be the cheater.
that was a gruesome injury, man. I still remember. I'm looking at it in my head now. And that leg being twisted on that. That was a Monday night,
I think it was Thursday night.
Thursday. That was a Thursday night game.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Man,
Dolphins should never play on Thursday night.
hope he's ready, man. I was a big Tyreek Hill fan. I like the guy, man. I want him to be ready to go, ready to play.
Can't stand him.
Yeah, that's you. I like him, man. I like him better than I like Terry McLaurin. I would say that. Moving on. Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals. He's on the wrong side of 30. Bengals, I think they gave him the franchise tag twice. We see the 49ers on the list. We see the Panthers on the list. Bucks, Cowboys. Whew. How do y'all feel about Trey? Should he be considered one of the elite pass rushers? First off, either one of y'all believe he's elite?
No.
He's elite of getting injured. They paid him all that money last year. How many games he played last year?
I couldn't tell you off top.
I think 4.
4 games.
It's like 4 or 5.
Franchise.
To be
One
fair,
double digits. I think he did.
To be fair, he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play anyway. To be fair,
Well, he most definitely did.
like he told the Bengals all offseason last year to trade him, and what they do, they drafted Shamar Stewart. They kept him on the team. So you got Shamar Stewart watching how not to play from Trey Henderson.
Man, I don't know. I guess he got to go somewhere. I think could use some pass rush help. Dallas, maybe, but I don't know if Jerry like to gamble. I don't know if he'd like to do that type of gambling.
He lives
I
in
have,
Tampa, so I put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because he lives in Tampa.
I haven't heard his name like anywhere in Dallas, so
Mm.
They mixed up on
I know.
Crosby, so it could be a backup plan.
Mm.
I don't think him and Crosby on the same level. Honestly,
I don't either.
like I couldn't give up one first for Trey Henderson.
I ain't
Hendrickson,
giving up. I ain't giving up a day two pick for Trey Henderson.
and me neither. I think the stats might look similar, but I think Max Crosby is a lot more disruptive than Trey is. I don't see the same, game record I see in Max Crosby.
I
I
think
don't.
he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. I think he plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
What you about to say, Lou?
I'm just one of them things to where what we say, your availability is your best ability.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't be certain things. You know what I'm saying. You can't be demanding if you ain't showing up to work. You know what I'm saying. That's all a part of it. And last year, you want your bag. They franchise tag you, and the type of money they pay you on the franchise at that position, that ain't money to sneeze at. So you know you got to show up and do your job, and you want to sign these type of contracts. So I don't, wherever he go, I'm not paying him as like one of these top pass rushers.
How much is he worth?
15, maybe. Let me ask you this: Khalil Mack is a free agent. You paying Khalil Mack more than you paid Trey Henderson?
Nah, I'm not.
Probably not.
Khalil Mack's gonna give you, 20 plays a game now, maybe. I think at the level, if you want him at a certain level, so 20 snaps a game.
It's more than that, but I see what you're saying. But we know he's gonna play.
Yeah, I mean,
But we have
he gonna play. This is gonna be the production I would like. I guess my bigger question is would I rather pay him or Cam Jordan? That's probably a close comparison in my opinion. So Trey or Cam, yeah, Cam from the Saints. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
are we paying Cam Jordan though?
Huh?
Are we paying Cam Jordan? I'm not paying Cam Jordan.
I mean, I probably if we talking a 1 year deal, I probably take Cam Jordan over Trey.
Really?
Me personally.
I'm taking Trey, but because we have seen guys go to different teams and play the whole damn season. So
Shout out to that boy DeMarcus Lawrence, Super Bowl champ.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Cause Seattle get Trey.
They got too many people to pay.
Right.
They do got a lot. They got to keep their defense. They got together.
They got yeah. I wouldn't bring him nowhere near that. Next thing you know, that injury stuff get contagious. Nope.
You sure right about that? So anybody want to make a prediction of where Trey Hendrickson lands?
He's going to Tampa.
You say Tampa. Lou, what you got?
Panthers.
You say Panthers. I say curveball in the mix. I don't like that. Yeah, I go Cleveland. Him and Myles Garrett. See what it looks like.
So you're saying Cleveland not drafting another edge rusher?
No, I think I don't think they draft. I think they stay. He stays in division. Plays with the Browns. Beats up on the Bengals.
Because we know the offensive line gonna be terrible. So
Well,
I think
he might get another 25 sacks then because they gonna triple teams Miles.
Hey, I think he goes where he was not the only pass rusher. Either there, or he could go to Detroit and play with Aiden Hutchinson.
That's a good one too. I like that
Two
one.
teams.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I think I like the Cleveland one more though, but yeah. But it all depends on what he's asking for. I don't think he's gonna get the money
He's
he
not.
thinks he's gonna get.
He's not.
Here's the big one. He's graded as the number one quarterback on the free agent market right now. Uh, the Raiders are listed. We have to see why they're on here. We got the Steelers, Cardinals, Dolphins. Tyler, I'll let you start. Tell us why you put these teams on the list.
Well, yeah, I put the Raiders because I saw that the Raiders are looking to sign a veteran quarterback to help Fernando Mendoza, which is crazy because you had a veteran quarterback in Geno Smith on the roster. So I think maybe if you don't want to play Mendoza right away, you start Malik Willis. I did. That was my thinking of putting that.
I think they say got a veteran to help him. I know they need someone to start over him though, and I think Malik Willis want to start jobs. So I'm just tell you right now, it will not be the Raiders. Uh, Steelers are interesting. Someone told me Aaron Rodgers is leaning toward retirement. We'll see how that pans out. Could he possibly go to the Steelers? Lewis, what you think about that?
Um, I, I think it's possible, but that's not where I got him going. Then the defensive coordinator from his team in the Packers did he get the job down in Miami?
He did.
Okay, so I'm thinking he probably been running a scout team, so he know exactly what this guy is, and this guy here. This guy is statistically, I think he the best quarterback that played last year because I looked at his stats. Now the problem is he only played 2 games, but but
Small
in
sample
those
size.
but in those 2 games, dude, his rating is 140, 142.8. Then the other game, 134.6. No, I'm sorry, 134.6. So on the year, his QBR was 93.1 and his rating was 145.5. So I'm sure that's by far better than anybody that played. And then he averaged 4.4 yards a rush in the game against Chicago. In the game against Baltimore, he averaged 6.7. So dude straight up dual threat. I'm talking about passing. He averaged 11 yards per pass in one game, 13.7 in the other game. Dude is ridiculously gifted, and I really feel like given the opportunity, he will. Miami has the opportunity to have a very quick turnaround. I think he might be one of these guys that may have just taken a long time to develop. I think Drew Brees was saying something about like you don't really know what a quarterback really don't understand the game very well until he had about 50 starts, 50 career starts. Now I don't think he at the 50 career starts, but what I'm saying is a lot of people get passed up that are really good players, but they have to learn how to play. And so maybe behind Love, just like Love was behind Rodgers, maybe the different teams he'd been to, he didn't finally learn how to play the position. Because it definitely seemed like he know what he's doing based off what he did last year. So I would love to see him down there in Miami, and I think that could be one of those quick turnaround. Like everybody talking about how New York about to turn around. If you ask me, this guy here can out. Is no comparison statistically what he did and what Jackson Dart did. So I mean, I just like this. I just think this guy is going really prime to have a breakout year.
I just pile on a little bit. Malik Willis, when he was coming out of Liberty, small school, didn't play a lot of big time competition. I think when he got to Tennessee, they kind of threw him in the deep end too soon, and they gave up on him too early. They should have had they should have had a bridge quarterback in there to kind of carry the team until it was time for Malik Willis to jump in there. And I think him going to play behind Love the last couple of years has been a big advantage to him because he didn't have to be the guy. They took some time with him and let him develop, and you see what they got out of him. When Love went down, he went down twice last year and this year. He stepped in and had a good games. I think Arizona is a dark horse because I think that was the first team to come out and say they wanted him. Steelers are the hot team now. I think Dolphins are after the coaching hiring, they became the favorite. No, I don't know if they're still on the table. There was a fourth team. I can't think of it now, but Malik Willis is wanting $30 million a year. I think for 2 years. Is he worth it? Off of what y'all seen?
No.
Well, I ain't really getting to the asking price.
I mean, you had a lot of passion when you was talking about him. So
Let me
if you get that quick turnaround, is $30 million a year for 2 years good enough?
Well, look how the people that pay Sam Darnold look now.
You're right.
You know what
That's
I'm saying? It's
different,
some
though.
risk in everything. It's some risk in everything you do. So
That's
would
different,
I pay
though.
him 30? Huh?
That's
What you
different
say?
though. Sam Darnold played last year the whole season.
Now, what I'm saying that is true. I agree. You had a larger sample size, and I did say that the problem with this guy was the fact that he only played 2 games. But did anybody look better in 2 games than in 2 games he played?
You also saw him the year before too. He looked good the year before. So
Okay.
Let me ask y'all this: is it
Mhm.
crazy if Malik Willis stays at Detroit, stays at Green Bay one more year, then goes free agency next year, where he can probably be a bridge quarterback for a team drafting a rookie in the first round or second round?
yeah, but I think that is crazy because why would you want to be a bridge quarterback when you can be a franchise quarterback this year?
I mean,
Like teams,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's betting on himself, but if you're a GM, that's something you would think about.
no, you go while you hot. I mean, right now you want $30 million. The quarterback market is dry. You can get that money this year. You might not get that next year. It's a lot of quarterbacks that could be in the draft next year that's eligible. So
Definitely hot. You don't get no hotter than he is.
yeah, you got to get some money now.
I agree. He got to go somewhere now. Got to go to Miami.
Oh yeah, Cleveland was the other team. Yeah.
Yes, I saw that, and I saw they were looking at Todd Simpson, so I didn't even think about them no more.
So Dolphins, Cardinals, Steelers, Browns. Lewis, you still on the Dolphins, right?
Yeah, I see him in the Dolphins. You know, I just feel like the man know what he got. You see him every day. He in your building, so I just feel like they know what they got.
I think the Dolphins as well. I think the Cardinals ride with Jacoby Brissett. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe.
They definitely love him down there, man. I
That
don't know
defense,
why, but they love him.
that defense is ready. Remember that defense is ready.
Maybe the Cardinals do give Malik Willis a call.
I think they do because you got the LaFleur there. So
I just don't. I mean, I know the Browns name came up, but I just don't think they make any sense. They got Shador Sanders. They got what's the other Dylan Gabriel. You still got Deshaun Watson on the roster.
who looks good?
Why be entertaining signing another quarterback? Well, whatever.
It's Cleveland.
It's Cleveland.
Okay. Yeah, I think Cleveland.
I think Malik Willis goes to the Cardinals. If I'm Malik Willis, I'd rather go to the Cardinals.
I mean, that's what I would do. I like the weapons a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
But with having those coaches in the building that know you, they probably give you a longer leash, and play to your strengths. So I think the Dolphins should definitely be on the table. But I think the weapons on the Cardinals are more appealing to me.
I get that.
But I think free agency at the quarterback position starts with Malik Willis, and I know the Cardinals can give him $30 million a year. I'm pretty sure the Dolphins can too. So
I had him. Daniel Jones kind of a free agent. He's the only one that I would probably consider above him because he ain't technically in the free agents, but he got transition tag, so somebody else could try to match that. So that's somewhat, that somewhat means you free. That somebody value you enough. But I got Malik would be my number 2 option if I'm somebody looking for a quarterback and free agent. Because I just feel like
So we are rating. We're rating Malik Willis over Geno Smith, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, all those guys.
for me,
Yeah.
he look like I said, he looked better than all them guys last year to me. Like only one that looked better in Daniel Jones, I really don't think looked better. He just had a larger body of work where you could see. But as far as like I said, statistically, wasn't nobody better than this guy last year.
Coaching matters. Also, that coaching matters.
Correct.
So
Somebody wasn't a big fan of LaFleur though. So
Justin Fields. If you're talking about me, I had my reasons.
Why you didn't like Coach LaFleur though? So
I still don't.
I think he's a good coach.
I think he's the third best coach in his division.
Third best coach in the division. You got Brian Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Okay, yeah. I like Dan Campbell and Brian Johnson over him. Okay, I'll give you that.
That's all I'm saying. But Justin,
he's a strong coaching division.
Okay, Justin Fields did not get a fair shake, so that's my gripe with Malik Willis playing better than him. That's my only gripe because Justin Fields had no weapons, had terrible coaching. That's my only gripe.
I got to cut you off because I am a Justin Fields fan on this channel, and you are the Garrett Wilson fan. And for you to say he had no weapons is kind of strange.
Wilson got hurt week 5. So let's backtrack.
True. That is also true. I think he got a fair shake. They stuck with him, Justin Fields, basically the whole season. So I can't say he didn't have it. Can't say he didn't have a fair shake. He was in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh decided not to sign him back after he had a pretty strong start to the season because they saw him all year as well. So they thought that they would be okay with him moving on. So I think he's had 2 chances in 2 years, and I like Justin Fields. I thought he's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen coming out of college, and but I can't keep saying that he's not getting a fair shake. So he's been given chances.
The Pittsburgh point is, I think they waited too late because it was rumored they wanted him back, but he signed with the Jets first. So that's just
yeah.
But if I'm him, I'm saying, why the hell did I go to the Jets?
This league does have a little unfairness built into it, but that's
business.
That's part of it.
That's business.
That's part of it.
That's a different discussion for another day. I don't want to dive into that. I'm sorry to take y'all down the rabbit hole, but that won't make the video too long.
That's business.
That's kind of it for the slide, but I just want to throw wild card names out there for y'all just to see y'all quick thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
There were rumors out there about Derek Carr coming back into the league. Possibly if their situation was right, what he said. He did mention a few teams. Do y'all think Derek Carr can get back into the mix in the quarterback game?
No.
Didn't he leave because of injury?
He did. He had shoulder issues.
An elbow issue.
Huh?
Yeah, he had an elbow issue. He tore a muscle in his elbow as well.
Well, I thought it was that. But anyway, they say he's well enough to play now, so he wanted to give it a shot.
Minnesota.
I would say the Jets.
You say Jets?
You better not get behind no Jets line. If you ain't no athlete, he's a stationary target. He gonna have to.
Jets underrated on the offensive side of the ball with the offensive line. I think they got the best 2 young tackles. As far as young duos, probably the best in the league. They were missing their starting center last year. I think Joe Tipton had to be moved around on the line. Do they bring back Elijah Vera Tucker? I don't know.
They don't.
I think the Jets' strength on offense is their offensive line.
Yeah, I think it's the running back and offensive line for the Jets.
I remember actually it's Kirk Cousins,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. I believe Minnesota as well. He knows people in that building. He's been successful there before. I think that's a good look. Lewis, your thoughts?
Agreed. I think Minnesota. If I don't think I think Minnesota would be good for him. Familiarity. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody that that they familiar with, that they know can play the position the way the coach wanted to be played. And like I said, just familiarity.
And we know Justin Jefferson was pissed off last year. We know for a fact.
How
Yeah.
about this one? Geno Smith.
You know, I think he would be the one that would be interested to me to hold that position down while Patrick Mahomes is injured, because Geno is a lot better quarterback, familiar with the division. Um, I I don't know. That's just what I initially first thought.
I
I
think
like
Pittsburgh.
Geno. I like that better than I like Kyler Murray for the Chiefs. Tyler, your thoughts?
I think Geno goes to Pittsburgh.
Geno goes to Pittsburgh. That's probably the betting favorite right now.
That's not bad.
Let's talk about quarterbacks being traded. First one up, Joe Burrow.
Does he get? Are we saying that he's getting traded, or we think he's getting traded?
Just rapid fire. If he gets traded, where does he go?
Rams.
Man, I would love to see him. Rams. What they gonna do with Matt Stafford?
I'm assuming Matthew Stafford playing next season?
Yeah, he already said at the Super Bowl, not the award thing where he won. Did he win MVP this year?
He won MVP.
I know. I know
Yeah,
he was
he
playing.
said-
I didn't know he was playing this year. Sorry.
Yeah, he said he coming.
back.
Oh, well,
Yeah, he said he coming back.
well, if this happens next year, I say Rams. But this year, Colts. That's if they trade in the same conference, which would be stupid. But
You said the Colts?
the Bengals are stupid.
Oh, I left out one quarterback too. Phillip Rivers. As far as signing with another team, you think he gets another shot?
I think
No.
he's done.
He's done.
Man,
His
You
son.
gonna say
I
Phillip
think
Rivers?
his son's about to go to college. I think he helps his son out at NC State.
if you gonna say Phillip Rivers, then I'm gonna have to bring up Russ.
Okay.
I think Russ
think
goes back to the
Russ-
Giants.
Nah, they still they got, what's the other man name that be eating his fingers?
They traded him.
They traded him to what? To Washington.
Forgot what they traded him to, but Jameis Winston got traded.
It wasn't on. It wasn't on the
really?
news.
I didn't know anything about it. I think Russ should actually go to Atlanta, because I really feel like he can threaten every area of the field, which will have Bijan just running free underneath. But they're gonna have to have some excellent offensive line play. But I really feel like with Russ and that moon ball, and he can threaten the field, and Bijan can just sort of, just get real loose under there with play action. But Russ, at this stage of his career, he gonna have to have a heck of a lot of protection. He ain't at the stage where he can play and not be protected. Now, I was looking at Russ last year. I looked at two of his games, but I looked at the one game he played against the Cowboys. Russ, they only had 400-yard games last year. I think Matthew Stafford had one, Russ had one, and I
Joe
think,
Flacco.
and it wasn't Joe Flacco. It
Joe
was
Flacco threw for 400.
Against the Browns.
Flacco I think he had 399. Dak had one for 404. Matthew Stafford had one for 457,
Damn.
and Russ threw for 450. So, I mean, basically what I'm saying is Russ, to me, can really still stretch the field and get the ball out there. He just got to be kind of protected. And if Atlanta got any kind of offensive line and they can keep him protected, I really feel like he can stretch the field and really open up a lot underneath there. And then he can kind of be a bridge to what's that man name? With the one that's injured,
Michael Penix.
Michael Penix. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I
And
think
so
I think the Russ should go to the Raiders if the Raiders are serious about signing a veteran quarterback.
Russell need to do it to himself again. I don't think you need to do that. You just went through that with Jackson Dart. Don't go through with Mendoza too.
Well,
The
we
crowd
we
just gonna be cheering
but
Mendoza
we
to get
know
in the game.
Mendoza's a starter, so that's my thing.
mhm.
I think Russ still starting this league. Me personally, I think he can still get it done.
I do too. Like I don't think you could, you know what I'm saying? I think he just get a raw deal because the media hate him. And a lot of a lot of people hate Russ, but like I said, only 3 people threw for 450 last year. He one of them. And
Let me ask you this: going back to Malik Willis, if Malik Willis chooses the Dolphins, do the Cardinals call Russell Wilson?
I think so. Might as well. I mean, you got Jacoby Brissett. What you got to lose?
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
you just
if
had him down camp.
I mean, we know what this QB class next year is gonna look like. So I mean, if you're tanking, you stick with Jacoby. If you think you can win, make it to the playoffs, I think you go after Russ.
Do the Steelers call Russ back?
no,
No,
that's more Aaron Rodgers stuff. They still got the same problems. Like Steelers offense line terrible. Can't pass block, can't run block.
no
You know what
weapons.
I'm saying?
They got no
No
weapons.
weapons. No weapons. Like nah. That put them. It's like those old quarterbacks. They hate on them too much in order to put them in bad situations. Like Aaron Rodgers wasn't as terrible last year as the media draw him out to be, but that's just how it happens when those guys age. And
Let me ask you this: would Russ go be a backup for someone like the Eagles?
I think he would do it, but I think it's like a detriment a detriment to him. Like I just don't feel like I feel like he's if he just got to find himself in the right situation. But I think he would do it. It's like he trying to get out his ego a little bit. But I was him, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, well, where should he go then?
I told you he should go to Atlanta. Like
Okay.
he can throw the ball. He can stretch a field better than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins found some success there. And I really I don't I think his arm is bigger than Kirk. I think Russ with the moon ball can get the ball down the field, stretch the field, create a lot for B. John underneath there. Now I think Russ got some things he needs to work on though. Like even if this veteran, I think he should reach out to somebody like Kurt Warner and find out how Kurt got his confidence and career going in the right direction. Because Kurt Warner, he got let go by the Giants, and he was better than Eli his whole career. But it just so happened Eli won those Super Bowls. But Kurt got away from there. He went back to the who was that, the Cardinals? He got
Mhm.
back to a Super Bowl. Like man, sometimes they just be writing people off that's like they can really still play. And I really feel like Russ, if he can kind of get with Kurt and find out like how to get in the mental place and how to, I think Russ can kind of read a deep, read a offense, the defense a little better. Like I think Kurt kind of knew where he was going with the ball pre-snap, and I think Russ need to work on probably like some of his pre-snap stuff. You know, because he got the arm, he can throw, and I'm not saying he don't know how to read a defense, but I'm saying it's like probably at this stage of his career, Russ, when I see him play, he real risk averse. Like he's scared to make a mistake now, and I think he try to get, especially in low scoring games, he is not going to put a ball in harm's way at all. So they wind up being tight in these games. Then you get to the fourth quarter, the team turn it on and blow him out. Now he looks terrible, like he ain't done nothing the whole game, but he's playing risk averse. You got to add that thing on out there. But I think he can still play.
We'll end it there. So look, the video getting longer and longer.
Oh my
But
bad.
no, you good, man. You good. I like your breakdown of Russ right there. Tyler, you got any closing remarks?
Yeah, I think Yeah, you know I'm a Chargers fan. I think the Chargers should go out and I think they should talk to Tyreek Hill. And you know how I feel about Tyreek Hill, but one thing our team lacked was speed. So
We'll say the Chargers made some moves. They now have $99 million in cap space opening up free agency on Friday. So can't wait to see what they do with that. Lou, any closing remarks?
Nah. But I don't mind that cheetah up in there. I think Herbert could use some offensive line help and like you said, a speedy guy. And I think he'll be what's his name was for the Patriots this year. I'm looking for him to have. He probably will have an MVP type career if he get the offensive line help and get him some speed out there, some weaponry out there. So I think that I agree with that.
I would like to see Tyreek Hill go to the Patriots, me personally, to see what they look like since they did cut Diggs. But I think they're looking for a different architect type at the wide receiver position, so they might not go that route. But that's all we got for this video, guys. Tell us what you think. What do y'all think about these free agents? Where will Malik Willis land? Is he worth $30 million a year? If you're the Dolphins or the Cardinals, do you get this guy a call? What do the Steelers do at quarterback if Aaron Rodgers retires? Where does this leave a guy like Kyler Murray? Could he get to the Minnesota job? If Kyler Murray goes to the Vikings, do they jump back into the playoff conversation like they did with Sam Darnold? What happens with J.J. McCarthy? We don't know there. Does Derek Carr come out of retirement? We don't know. Jump down in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Thanks for all the love, support. Like, share, and subscribe. Lewis, we thank you for joining us today. With that,
Thanks for that.
we out.